Hi, Barbara. Randa's here. Barbara's here. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I always jump from a Facebook Live here, so thank you guys for bearing with me.
I saw you doing your tricep dips.
Yeah, I've got my warm up on. It's y'all's turn. All right. Are you guys ready to come back to the studio next week?
Yeah, I am. Yes.
I'm ready, but I'm staying home.
Yeah, no, I get it. We're not all quite there. It's a little unnerving, but
I'm glad y'all are opening and giving people an opportunity to get back.
And we're keep these Zoom classes going on. So you still got this, Barbara. When you're ready, join us. You read the email, yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, you can still freeze it for longer if you're not quite ready, and if you're ready, come back. So we're all gonna figure out this new normal. It's gonna be always in motion. All right, let me make sure you can see. Okay, did y'all see my post about a chair? I see Barbara's chair. Randa, do you have a chair?
I have a chair. I have a bar stool. Does that work too?
Make sure it's stable. Just make sure it's stable and it's not too high.
Okay.
And you know what? And if it's high, it'll work for a part of it. And if you don't need it, and you just won't use it for the other part. So whatever you have, grab. Yeah. All right. So, okay. We'll let Randa come. And let me just double check that I am recording. Yes. Okay. All right. I'm going to start with my chair. Okay. You want to go out, Ace? Great, go on. Okay. All right, so let's start on the floor. And let's see, you guys can see everything good. All right. So we're going to start off on the floor facing your chair. Okay. And I'm going to tilt my screen down a little bit more, but go ahead and lie down for me. There you go. All right. So we're going to start with the back of the heels on the chair. And you're going to wiggle up so that maybe your hips are under your knees and just the back of the heels are on the chair. And again, if that bar stool is too high, Randa, just put your feet flat on the ground. You can do all of this without your feet up, okay? If it doesn't work. Reach your arms by your side. Take an inhale. We're just going to start to move the pelvis. As you exhale, I just want you to draw the belly in, curl the tailbone up. Don't lift the hips, just start to move that bone in your body. Drop the tailbone back down with an inhale. Go ahead and continue here, just pressing the low back into the mat with every exhale. And inhale, letting the tailbone get heavy with that curvature in the low back. So as you move, keep moving. I'm going to mute you guys so it doesn't mess up the recording. But you can always unmute yourself if you need to. As you do it, maybe you feel a nice stretch in the low back. There we go. And then inhale, drop it back down. Good. Here we go. Let's go for a few more, just feeling that nice stretch in the low back. And inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, pull the belly in. Curl the tailbone, and inhale, drop it back down. We're going to go for an articulation next. So your feet are flexed. You're pressing down with the back of the heels onto the edge of the chair. Take an inhale. Exhale, pull the belly in, curl the pelvis. Peel the hips up, bone by bone, reaching the knees over the toes, Lengthen the back of the neck, open the throat, pull the ribs in, and then articulate down, nice and slow, working through every vertebra. Unless that doesn't feel good on your back, you can always hinge, drop the tailbone down. We're gonna start to add some upper body movement now as we do this. So take an inhale. Exhale, pull the belly in, curl the pelvis, peel the hips up and forward all the way. Reach the arms straight up. So my fingertips are reaching to the sky, palms are in, there you go. And now I'm gonna reach my arms all the way up overhead. So I'm lengthening the knees over the toes, the arms over the ears, but the shoulders draw down. Now, with the arms overhead, you're gonna slowly melt down, ribs, belly button, all the way down to the tailbone ends and lands. Now reach the arms down by your side. Palms press down, triceps press down, articulate back up. Arms reach up and all the way back up overhead, lengthen and roll back down, bone by bone. Tailbone lands, arms come back down by your side. We're gonna do that a few more times in flow, and I'm gonna come check on you guys. You're gonna peel it all the way up. Reach your arms up overhead, lengthen up. Once you're up, stay up, keep reaching and extending. Pull the ribs in for me. Now melt down. Ribs knit, sternum, and articulate all the way down. Now put the arms by your side, perfect. And let's articulate right back up. Excuse me. Peel the hips up and forward, nice. Draw the ribs in, reach the arms up overhead. Try not to shrug the shoulders by the ears, just reach to the fingertips as you slide the scapula down your back. Now melt back down all the way. Nicely done. Let's go for one more. Go up and reach up overhead and roll down all the way. And let the tailbone land and the arms come by your side. All right, warming up the abs. Take your hands back behind your head. Interlace your fingers. Draw the shoulders from the ears. Let your back of the heels stay on the chair. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Now let's just do a little check here. Let your head relax into the hands. Draw the shoulders from your ears. Drop the tailbone if you can. And then lift up 1 more inch from your core, ribs to hips, not your chin. Let's lower back down with an inhale and exhale, lift. Keep going here. Exhale, lift, ribs to hips. Let your eye gaze travel across the wall to in between your thighs. So the back of the neck is staying nice and lengthened and the front of the throat is open, but not initiating with neck veins popping out of your neck. Press the heels down on the chair. That's gonna let you not grip into your hip flexors, but maybe you feel a little bit more engagement in the core when you press the heels down into the chair. Especially if you're grippy in the hip flexors, you're gonna feel it even more by pushing the heels down. Let's go 4, 3, 2. Try not to tuck the tailbone as you go. Hold it up for 1. All right, drop the shoulders. Look in between the thighs. Let the head relax. We're gonna lift the right leg to tabletop. Lift the left leg to tabletop. Now we're gonna inch the toes forward just a couple inches and then bring the knees back over the hips. So you're gonna reach away, nice and slow, and pull it back. It's a really small movement. There you go. That's it, good, Rina. You're gonna imagine that you've got a platter on your shin, so you don't wanna drop it. I'm keeping my shins parallel, and I'm really moving away from my hips. Think about the movement happening. I'm extending across the hips and pulling the knees back over the hips. Now, if you wanna lay your head down, yes, definitely can. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put the feet down, rest the head down. So all that can be done without a chair. We're gonna keep going. I'm gonna play with the chair, but you can also imagine you had a chair there, okay? So I'm gonna scoot my booty back a little bit to give myself some space. Hands go back behind the head. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders, and relax the head back. Lift the right leg to tabletop, lift the left leg to tabletop. Here we go. You're gonna go forward an inch just like you did. Pull it back. Now you're gonna dip the toes just under the chair, pull back up, and forward, and back, and a little dip. Yeah, and you can shorten your range of motion. It can be just under the chair and up. Yeah, so just stay in that range of motion where you can control the engagement of your abs. And I'm just barely dropping the toes under. I'm not even straightening the legs. I'm again making it happen from my hip, keeping my knees in this shape like a 90-degree angle, right? And you can just stay above. You don't even have to dip down to feel this. Let's go 4, 3, keep going. Let me take a peek. And 2, you guys are rocking it. There you go. And 1. On this last one, Barbara, bend your knees, pause. Now tap your toes under without extending the legs below the chair. Just tap the toes from your hips. There you go. Yeah. Now tap both toes, and lift. Ooh, there you go. Yes. Nice. 3. Ooh, good. 2. Nice low belly, pulling in, and 1. Good, put both feet back up onto the chair, relax your head down, reach your arms up overhead, and take a big breath. All right, did you find a chair, Randa, that's working for you? Thumbs up? Kind of? Okay, we'll make it work. Here we go. All right, stay where you are. Heels are on, back of the hands behind. We're gonna add some obliques and some single legs. So, both feet are on to start. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Find your core. Relax the head. I'm going to extend my right leg straight out. As I bend the knee in, I'm going to lift up a little higher. I'm going to extend. Let's lower the head down as you extend the right leg. And then lift up as the right knee bends. So my left leg's just going to stay heavy on the chair. Just a single leg here. Working to keep my pelvis neutral and making that lift, focus on my core. Just 2 more we're gonna add on. 1 more, stay up. Now my right knee's bent, I'm lifted, I'm gonna rotate the left armpit towards the right hip through my thoracic spine. Come back to center and lower down, extend the leg. All right, so it's gonna go bend the right knee and lift, rotate. Back to center, extend. Maybe you keep your head lifted, it's up to you. Bend the knee, rotate. Extend, back to center. Let's go 2 more. I'm gonna add on, or you can stay right here. 1 more, and extend. This time you're gonna bend the knee and rotate. As you extend, maybe you reach the leg under your chair. You're gonna bend it back up, rotate. Extend over the chair. Bend and rotate, or extend and rotate, yep, and extend under the chair. Bend, rotate, over the chair. Bend, rotate, under the chair. 2 more, bend, rotate, over the chair. That's it, bend and rotate, under the chair. Bend and rotate, come back to neutral, put the heel down on the chair, reach your arms up overhead. What goes right must go left. We got this, here we go. Left leg, lift up, relax the head, find your core. Extend the left leg long. We're gonna start with just that single leg. You're gonna bend in, lift a little higher. Extend, lower the head if you did on the other side, or keep it lifted. Let's go 6. 5, extend. Work on really maintaining that stability through the pelvis. I'm just checking in with that neck. 2, we're gonna add on. Last one, stay bent up, hold. Drop your tailbone. Rotate, right armpit to the left hip. Come back to center, extend the leg. Rotate left, back to center. Check in as you rotate that you're not lifting up the hip or moving the pelvis, but you're using the pressing down of the right heel to help you stay stable. Now we're going to add that under. Rotate, thread under back to center, bend and rotate and over, bend and rotate and under, keep going, bend and rotate and over, that's it. So try not to hike the knee up so high that you lift the hip. Make it more about the upper body rotating versus the knee pulling up. Think about the thoracic spine is what's finding that rotation through the ribs. Well done, give me one more. Nice. And bring the knee up, put the foot down onto the chair, reach your arms up overhead, nice long stretch. And we'll do one more thing here on our back. We'll get a little more booty work with our bridge. Lying back down, put the heels onto the chair, reach the arms by your side. Now, if you're further away from the chair, you might want to scoot your booty forward for your bridge work so that you don't just grip into your hamstrings, but you can get a little more butt. So sometimes if you get your hips under your knees, it might be a little bit more into your butt. And again, feet can go on the floor. Here we go. Take an inhale. I'm going to hinge. Lift the hips straight up into your bridge. Squeeze your glutes. Pull the ribs in. Press down into the triceps. Lengthen the back of the neck. It's a lower and a squeeze to lift. Lower. Squeeze to lift. Now I want you to press down into the heels, into the chair. If you have a wood chair, this might not be too comfortable. I probably should have told you to grab like a towel or something to put on it. But just make sure you're stable and it feels okay. You can always move your feet to the floor. It's just kind of mimicking our feet up onto the bar of the reformer, right? The foot bar. Let's stay up this time. Squeeze the glutes, pull the ribs in, and we'll just do little pulses. Now, try not to pulse with momentum. Instead, I just want you to squeeze the glutes. Squeeze. It's a very small move, just squeeze. The squeeze is what's lifting your hips up. The squeeze and squeeze, that's it. If you feel your low back, I want you to give me a little bit of a tailbone curl and then a little more squeeze of the glutes to help you lift. Yes. Good. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly melt all the way down. Take a moment, bring your knees to your chest, and we'll move into some single leg work. Good. All right. Here we go. Heels back on. Adjust if you need to shimmy forward a little bit towards your chair. And press to lift the hips up. Knit the ribs in. All right. If you want to put your feet on the chair, you can. Just make sure you don't push your chair away. Make sure it's stable. I'm going to go ahead and put the balls of my feet on for this one. And then lift the right leg to tabletop. Lift the right leg to the sky. Check in. Is your pelvis neutral? Press into your triceps. And now you're going to lower the hips and squeeze that left glute to lift. Lower, lift, squeeze. Lower, straight up to the sky. And squeeze. 2 more. Squeeze. 1 more. Squeeze. Right foot down. Left leg to tabletop. We're going to keep going. We can do this. Extend the left leg to the sky. Check in on your neutral pelvis. Lower. Squeeze, lift. You guys are looking great. Squeeze, lift. Check in on that neutral pelvis. Squeeze that right butt cheek. And squeeze. You got 2 more. And squeeze. 1 more. Squeeze. Put the left knee down or left foot down. And slowly roll all the way down. Bring your knees into your chest. A little hug. And then let's go ahead and shimmy back a little bit. Give yourself some space from the chair. Separate your feet mat width distance. Take your arms out to the side. Drop your knees to the right. Look to the left. Little windshield wiper here. Little twist. Just a nice soft twist. Back to center. And let the knees drop to the left. Look to the right. Maybe you feel a nice stretch across the hip flexor and the side of the hip as well. And then come on back to center. Grab behind the thighs and let's come on up. All right, we're going to move to the side. So I'm going to start on my left side down. If you guys want to have your left hand down. So yes. So if you need to move the chair or face away from me and listen. Yeah, we're going to use the chair still, okay? All right, and again, don't have to. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is kind of measure my leg. You want to put the top foot on with your foot on the edge of the chair. So if you have your leg too far up here, you're not going to have room to dip down. So you really just want that foot on the chair. You're going to flex the foot and turn the foot straight forward. Come down to your forearm. Shoulders over the elbow. All right, my bottom knee is bent to start. And again, you can have both knees bent on the floor. You can do this with the top foot on the floor below the chair, okay? Don't have to have it up. Lift your hips up. Find a side plank. Draw the shoulder from the ear. You can keep the bottom leg here. You can extend it. If you extend it, I want you to take the bottom leg to the front leg of the chair. You're going to flex the foot and use that front leg of the chair. Going to lower the hips, dip it, and lift up. You can take your hand up to the sky. You can kind of remind yourself to lift. You can have a kickstand. Let's go. 5. Lift. 4. Lift. There you go. 3. Lift. 2. And 1. Lift. Lower all the way down. Nice. Flip your legs the other way. Just take a nice little side stretch to the left side. I'm reaching to the right to stretch my left side. Okay. Now, I'm going to flip my chair around. If you guys want to face and not just listen to my words, you can. Or you can flip your chair around either way. But I'm going to flip it so I can face you. Same thing on the other side. Okay. All right, so now my left foot is on. And again, just make sure that it's not your calf on there, it's just your foot. Stack your hips, elbows under your shoulder, pull the bottom ribs up so you don't melt down into those ribs, and lift up. Stay here or find your full side plank, whatever you did on the other side, but make sure the right heel is now up against the leg of the chair. Here we go. Dip it, lift it, dip it, lift it. Think about lengthening the back of the neck and using those bottom ribs to lift you up. Good. Squeeze the quadriceps. Make the legs nice and strong so you're not in your knee joint at all. 4, 3, 2, 1. And all the way down. Whew. And let's see, now I'm just going to swivel my legs to the right and just reach to the left. A little quick mermaid here. Great. Good. All right, let's go flip all the way around. We're going to do some plank work next. Woohoo! And then I'm going to stand up a little bit later. So, okay. So, I'm going to skip my chair back a little bit. You do not have to use the chair for the plank work, but I'm going to play with it a little bit. So, I'm going to start by just testing out the waters here. I'm going to place my left ball of the foot up onto the chair. And again, make sure your chair is sturdy, or you can do the floor. Doesn't have to be up here, right? So, testing it out. Make sure your foot's not so far back because I'm going to be stepping on and off the chair. So you don't want to let it trip you, right? You just want to find that perfect place. All right. Keep your left foot up. Squeeze the left quadricep. Open the collarbones. Pull the ribs and belly up. And then just extend the left leg straight. So you're just in a one-legged plank. We're just going to hold here to start. Get nice and warm. Connect your armpits to your hips. Pull the ribs and belly up. And you're going to hold for 6. Belly's up. Keep going. I'm sorry. I'm just checking on you. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then step down. Bring your hips to your heels and take a moment. Yeah. So if you just want to keep both feet down to get started and you don't have the chair that works for you or it's unstable, just do that, okay? All right, second set. I'm going to step my right foot back this time. Squeeze the quadricep, dial the right hip down, pull the ribs and belly up, and then just extend the left leg onto the floor or both feet are on the floor. Pull the ribs and belly up, lengthen the back of the neck, and here we go. Press into the ground to spread the scapula across your back. You've got another 6. 5, ribs belly up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left knee down, right knee down, hips to heels, find a child's pose. All right, guess what? Now we're gonna start stepping. So, Barbara, are you comfortable on your chair or does it move?
It doesn't move, but it's just straighten my knee. So I'm gonna
Your
stay on
knee?
that.
Okay, and Randa, how are you? Are you on the chair or off the chair? Oh, I forgot. You're muted. That's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm going to cue both ways, okay? Okay. So for those of you in Zoom land who are rewatching and you have a chair, then, you know, you've got some different things to play with. All right. So let's go ahead and if you have the chair, start with your left leg back on top. And we'll go into that plank position. Otherwise, both feet are down, okay? Now, for those of you with both feet down, I want you just to lift the left leg. And then put the left foot down. And you're just gonna alternate right and left as you lift both legs, work to keep your pelvis neutral. For those of you with a chair, you're gonna step the right foot up. Step the left foot down. Step the right foot down. Alternate. Right foot up. Left foot up. Right foot down. Left foot down. Change. Left foot up. Right foot up. Left foot down. Right foot down. Here we go. Right foot up. Left foot up. Right foot down. Last one. Left, right, left, and right, and right, and left, and right, and left. Whew. Hips to heels. Take a breath. Find your child's pose. Good. Good. All right. Let's go and come on up. And Randa, I know you really wanted to do those tricep push-ups, so we're gonna do the tricep push-ups now. And then we'll come to a stand and we'll finish up with some standing work too. All right, I'm gonna keep my chair facing this way. And just have a seat on your chair. You can do this on the end of the bed, ottoman, couch, right, whichever. Okay, you found your bed or something? There you go. All right, take your heel of your hands to the edge of the chair. All fingers and toes hang off. Wiggle your feet forward slightly. Open up the collarbones, elbows back, and let's shimmy the hips off the chair. Good. Now, if you want to make this more challenging, you can extend the legs out straight. Okay? And you're going to bend the elbows, slide the hips down. Good. Just a little tricep dip. Squeeze the tricep to extend the arm. Now, the thing I want you to watch out on is that you don't let the shoulders, this is what you don't want to do, right? Shrug up to your ears. So keep the shoulders depressed and think triceps are what's straightening the arm. Good. You can extend the legs if you'd like. Let's go 6 more. 5. Become aware, maybe you've got one tricep that's a little stronger. So maybe push that opposite heel of the hand in and see if you can get the weaker tricep to fire up so that you don't have one arm trying to do all the work and compensate. Now hold it halfway down. Hold it. We're just going to hold here. How about some little pulses to get our mind off of it? A little up and down an inch. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, push yourself up and have a seat. Well done. How about a quick little stretch? Reach the arm up, cut yourself on the back, and let's give a little tricep release. Nice. And reach the left arm up, cut yourself on the back with the left arm, lift your chin, little tricep release. Good. All right. Let's find a standing position. So now, if you've got that chair, we're going to use the back of the chair just as like a little bar. So I'm going to move my chair forward again. And I'm barely going to use it. It's just going to be just a little light touch for stability. All right. My head might be chopped off a little bit, but I think you got the picture. All right, here we go. Let's start with some calf raises. So bring the heels together, toes out in the Pilates V. All right. Just a small piece of pizza. Open up the collarbones, just a light touch on the chair. Pull the ribs and belly in. Find your nice Pilates stance. We're going to lift the heels up. Let's pause here. If your heels separated, I want you to squeeze the heels together nice and tight. Lift up on the quadriceps. Think Pilates V, really wrapping the back side of the legs. And then you're gonna lower and lift, lower and lift. Now, if you wanna play with some balance, you don't need the chair. You're gonna push a little bit into the big toe ball mound. That's gonna help you lift up. Squeeze the back of the thighs and pull the belly in and up to help you find that stability from the pelvic floor, pulling up. And I'm feeling a little heat, yeah? Good, you can do what you'd like with your arms. Maybe you've got some ballerinas here. Good. Let's go, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Squeeze the heels, wrap the back side of the thighs, pull the belly in. We're gonna go halfway down, up. It's just like an inch up. Woo, use the chair, here we go. Up, squeeze, and up. Think big toe ball mound, that's gonna help you stabilize. Squeeze the heels, up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, lower all the way down. Good. All right, let's give ourselves a little calf release. Turn to face your chair. Step the right foot back into a lunge. Press the right heel down and bend the left knee with your chest lifted. Check and see if all 10 toes are facing forward. So sometimes if that back right calf is really tight, which after that it is, you want to externally rotate. Your toes are going to want to move to the right, but pull them back forward so you can get right into the belly of that hamstring and find your stretch. All right, let's switch legs. Step up, left foot steps back, all 10 toes forward. And I'm pushing a little bit into the big toe ball mound of my back foot to get right into the belly of the hamstring. If you notice, if you roll to the outside of the pinky edge, you're going to feel more of the outside of the hamstring. So roll into that big toe, and you're going to travel the stretch more to the belly of the hamstring. The calf. Did I say hamstring? Calf. Okay. There we go. Step the left foot up. All right. We're going to do some lunges next. So taking your hands lightly onto your chair, okay? And you don't need it if you can do this without, but I'm going to start actually all the way down the mat just to fix our alignment. So come down onto the left knee, all the way down to start. Okay. The reason I want to start you down here today is because I just want to make sure you see this alignment. Your right heel is directly under your right knee. Your left knee is directly under your hip. Now, you're not hinged forward, but you're stacked shoulders, ribs, hips, and knee. Lengthen the tailbone, pull the ribs in, so much that I even feel a little hip flexor stretch here. You're gonna press into the right heel, tuck your left toes under, and you can lightly hold on to the bar or to your chair, right? And you're gonna come all the way up to our starting position, but don't move your legs. So you can see it's a pretty wide stance, right? And you're right in the center. So we're not going down an escalator, we're going straight down an elevator. You're gonna bend your back knee and press back up. You're gonna squeeze the left glute, and you'll probably feel a nice stretch in the hip flexor, especially if you're tight like me. And you're gonna bend that right knee with the weight into the right heel and big toe ball mound, pinky toe straight down into the front foot. Make sure your hips are square. So think pull right hip back, left hip forward. And then you want to make sure also that you're lined up. Yeah. And then think a little less forward, Barbara, so instead of bending the front knee as much, think go straight down. There you go. You don't even have to come down as far. You just take that range of motion. And as you go down, squeeze your left booty. So you're feeling both booties working. Hold it down, little pulses, up an inch and down an inch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Woo, step the left foot forward. Let's see if we can get that same alignment without starting on the floor. Step the right foot way back. Remember how far back you had to stand. Let's go for a little trial run. You're gonna square the hips. Make sure your feet are lined up with your hips so you're kind of on a railroad track and you're not trying to walk on a tightrope, okay? You're gonna slide straight down. So check in here, there you go, nice. And back up, good. And I'm just at my fingertips on the chair, just for a little balance. So I can focus on my alignment. Tailbone's long, looking good. I love it, you guys are going straight down. Squeeze that right glute, and I'm getting an enormous right hip flexor stretch because it is way tight on my right side. Left hip's pulling back, and I'm feeling left glute work as well. Let's go, 5, 4, 3, squeeze, 2, hold it down, little pulses, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up, step the right foot to meet the left. Check it out. Woo, well done. All right, we're gonna do a little glute med work. How are we doing? We're doing good. All right, so I'm gonna face the camera, and I'm gonna be doing my left hip first. Does that work for you guys? So my left hip is away from the chair. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna put my right forearm on the top of the chair. If you don't have that kind of a back and that doesn't feel right, you can just use your hand, but I'm gonna rest my forearm down. I'm gonna step a little bit further away from the chair so I can keep this length in my side body. A little bend in the right knee, ribs belly in, tailbone long, and I'll lift the top leg up and reach through the heel. So I'm kind of in this side plank position, right? Back of the neck is long, pull the shoulders from the ears, lift those ribs. Now I'm just gonna tap and lengthen and lift. Tap, lengthen and lift. Try not to turn the toe up. Try and lead more with the ankle with a reach of the leg away as you lift. So you're getting right into that glute med. Good. There you go. Lengthen the left. And lengthen to left. 3. It almost doesn't matter how high you go. It's about that lengthening and where you're lifting from the glute med. Last one, we're gonna hold it up. Good. Hold it up. Reach the leg 1 inch longer. Put a little bend in the right knee if you need. Pull the belly and ribs in. Let's go for those little golf ball circles back. Back. 6, 5, reach forward. 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower the leg. Good. Switch sides. That's it. I'm gonna move my chair around. You guys can flip around if you'd like. It's up to you. Okay. Left forearm is gonna come down. I'm gonna step away from my chair so that I can create that length and I'm not all rounded, right? Okay. Ribs belly in. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the quads, soften in the left knee, shoulders from ears, lengthen to lift. Turn your toe towards the camera. Lengthen and lift. Nice. Try not to go forward with the leg, but reach straight out from the side. Think reach like you're trying to kick the wall straight to the side of you with your heel. Reach for that with your heel. Reach. 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Find those little circles forward, forward. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the leg and shake it out. All right, good. Okay, let's take a little cool down. Actually, before we do that, I'm gonna do a little bit more prone work and then I'm gonna take it to the floor. So you can leave your chair where it is, but I'm gonna come all the way down to my mat. Come down to all fours. And let's lie all the way onto the belly. All right, hopefully the chair is out of your way. So kind of move so that you don't have anything in your way. And let's start with the arms by the side, palms down, and just rest your forehead down on the mat. You're gonna separate your feet out, mat width distance. I have a slight turn out in my toes. Pull the belly in, push the pubic bone down, and then lift the upper body up. It's just a really small lift using the upper back. Now, try not to push the belly into the mat, so I want you to push the pubic bone down and try to find that upper back muscle to lift you without cranking your neck out. Lower all the way down, relax, and lift right back up. And lower, and lift. As you lift, work to reach the fingertips back towards your heels. Reach, there you go, and lower. And reach, roll the collarbones open like you're rolling, think chest expansion. Lift and reach, chest expansion. Yeah, nice, Barbara, yes. Good, Marina, I'm sure yours looks great, I can't see you. 3, good. 2, 1. We're gonna add on, okay? Lower down, reach your arms all the way in front of you. Now, if you have a water bottle, a ball, a small weight, an object, you can grab it just to kind of have something to play. Yeah, ball works great. I'll grab my ball too. If you have nothing, you can just imagine it. It's just kind of a prop to imagine, okay? Balls reaching up overhead, shoulders from ears. Same thing, pull the belly in, push the pubic bone down, and then lift straight up. Balls up overhead. I'm gonna take the ball all the way around in my right hand, pass it behind my back. Lift back up 1 more inch higher. Take it into the left hand, pass it around, reach it up overhead. Put my head down, rest. Whew. We're gonna go the other way. You're gonna lift, take it in the left hand, pass it all the way back around to the right hand, lift 1 inch higher. Take it out to the side in the right hand and back overhead, rest your head. We're gonna keep going, you're gonna lift. Pass it to the left, back all the way around. Lift 1 inch higher, belly in, take it up overhead, put the head down, breathe. Lift back up, take it into the right hand. Good, pass it around, you ready to go? Back behind your head, back behind, lift 1 inch higher, pass it around, and lower back down and rest. Nice, just a little prop so you're not thinking about what you're doing as much. It's a distraction prop, right? All right, guys, go ahead and release the ball. Put the hands under the shoulders. Press up to all fours. Take a child's pose for a moment. Bring your hips to your heels. Good. Got a little allergy. Enjoy your child's pose for 1 more breath. I love that I get to blow my nose on camera. Another trash can in here. Okay. And press back up to all fours. All right, we're gonna go back to the chair, do a little stretching with the chair. So you can face me, you can face to the side, whatever works. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna sit back on my chair, sit nice and tall, sit forward just a little bit at the front edge. We're gonna take a big inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, we're gonna rotate to the right. Take your right hand to the side of the chair. The left hand's gonna go to the outside of the left thigh. Right thigh, sorry. Left hand to the outside of the right thigh, you got it. Grow nice and tall as you inhale. And on the exhale, you're gonna rotate to the right, look over the right shoulder. Now, as you rotate, stay here in this rotation and think about keeping your knees in line with one another. That's kind of your cue that your pelvis is neutral. So if you feel like your right knee's pulling back, slide it forward so both knees are in line. Grow an inch taller and rotate, just think thoracic spine. That's your ribs where you find that rotation. Come on back to center. Let's reach up, arms reach, and rotate left. Left hand's gonna come back behind the chair. I'm kind of using it to help me. Right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Knees are level. Grow tall and twist, look over the left shoulder. Another big inhale. And exhale, twist. 1 more time. And come on back to center. Good. Reach up. Let's just take a big breath at the center here. Find a little balance and lower the arms. Let's move into figure 4 next. I'm going to scooch forward onto my chair. Separate the feet hip width. Take your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Now I'm going to hold onto the side of the chair and kind of use it so I can lift my chest, kind of like we do with the box, how we hold onto the side of the handles, and then hinge forward like I'm going to peer out over that cliff. Remember, your back is flat, so you don't even have to go as far to feel that stretch across your rotator and your meat and then glute side muscles there that we worked. Take another breath here and fold as you exhale. And lift all the way up. Let's go right foot down, left ankle up and over. Lift your chest, hold on to the chair, and hinge forward. Lengthen the back of the neck, but peer out like you're holding on so you don't fall off the cliff, but you want to reach and peer as far as you can. I like to flex my foot. It takes a little tension off the knee and helps me kind of open up that hip a little bit more. That would be my phone, so sorry. That's my friend's tone for my friends. And come all the way up. All right. Put your feet flat down. And let's do just a little neck stretch. Reach the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, take your hands back behind, interlace your fingers, make a fist. I'm just trying to show you here. And then let's take the fist to your left hip. Drop both shoulders. And then drop the left ear towards your left shoulder. Let the right shoulder drop down. Feel that nice left scaling, that's your neck left muscle on the side. We've got 3 of them. So now we're going to take the chin and slowly rotate to the left to look under our armpit. And as you do that, you'll feel the back scaling muscle stretch, which is the one that's super tight, really. So we'll give this one a couple of breaths. Don't force it. Just let that gravity work for you. Come on back to center. Now you're going to rotate, chin goes up. And as you do, you should feel the front scaling. So just do what feels comfortable with your neck and your body. Come on back to center and lift all the way up. We're going to switch. Now the fist is going to go to the right hip. Pull both shoulders down, especially the left shoulder. And then drop the right ear. Just let it hang. And get that nice left scaling, left neck side muscle as the left shoulder pulls away and gravity is working to stretch it. Slowly pivot the chin down towards the right armpit until you feel that stretch where you need it in the back scaling muscle. The more you rotate, it kind of moves. You can kind of play with it where you get where it's tight down that back trap and scaling. You might even get it more into that upper trap with you play with where your neck is positioned. Take one more breath here. And then let's take it back to center. Slowly look up, find the front of the neck. And back to center. And gently let the head come back to neutral. Let's just go for a couple of shoulder rolls. And then big hug to yourself. Thank you guys for getting up. I know it's a rainy day, so it's a good day to do what we can and move inside. So I will see you on Zoom, Barbara. And Randa, you're welcome to join us on Zoom, but hopefully I'll see you also in the studio if you're ready to go.
Thank you. It's good to see you.
Thank you guys. Have a great day.
You too.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.